Live.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome in to another episode of the Triple Play Fantasy Baseball Show, a proud member of Empire Media and the Empire Media Podcast Network. D-Mendy here, joined. I'm excited. This is the first bit of excitement I get here. Joined by Torta al Formaggio. That's Art Lenny, a.k.a. Lil Cheesecake, VLC. LC, how is it going, my friend?
Oh, I'm, waxed, vaxxed, wearing slacks, celebrating my hot girl summer. It's been great. How you guys doing?
Oh my God, I don't even want to talk to Doc. I missed you, man. This is fantastic. This is
feeling's mutual. I don't want to talk to you either.
Okay, I'm glad. Well, Cheesecake's here. I don't believe either. I have to rub my eyes, make sure it's not a mirage. He's here for a special reason right now. It's the 100th episode Extravaganza, and believe it or not, gentlemen, we have reached 100 episodes. So break out the party hats, the birthday cake, and the candles. And if you guys remember, this started as a podcast back on Anchor. Remember, we were talking to our phones where we would lose connection with our guests. It's been a wild ride from talking to our phones to that to now video calling with these graphics and everything. It's been quite a ride. So we wanted to do it big, not just with bringing Cheesecake back, but 99 episodes later, we wanted to bring in some of the best guests we've had over the first 99 episodes. We've got 25 of our closest friends to come on tonight and to just talk with us. We don't have there's no script. Nothing is out there. We didn't send anything to anybody. We're just here just to talk and just have a good time, honestly. It's going to be an awesome show. I have no idea what's going to happen, but it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Are you guys ready for an awesome episode? What do you think?
Absolutely. I am stoked, man. It's good to see you guys. You guys are looking great today, man. You guys got some pretty faces.
Gosh, we're all handsome. David, you know what time it is. Let's do it.
Why would you? Well, yes, if you guys are ready to get another episode started, then, man, we're here to do it for you. Let's do it! Yeah. I'm not going to play a video because instead of that, I'm going to get the guests right up on
David,
here.
Can we just talk about how we're both wearing a Manscaped shirt? Why didn't we talk about this?
I don't know. I didn't think we were just both excited. We should have coordinated our dressing. But
yeah.
We're bringing in our first group of three here. We've got Mr. Justin Mason, and we've got Casey Bubba in the house. Two of the best. How's it going, gentlemen?
It's going well. Congratulations, guys. Cheesecake, good seeing you, my friend. Good seeing you.
See you too.
Oh man,
I see you too.
I'm gonna make you guys even closer now because we got Dave McDonald here too. We've got quite. Look at this crew. This is the way to start.
I got Dave on. I'm wearing my Rotosaurus T-shirt.
Man. Oh, I love it.
I feel like I'm in the middle of a threesome and I don't want to be here right now.
You're the meat in the middle, Bubba.
I'm always the meat somewhere. This is the one I don't want to be a part of, though.
Just wait till first pitch Arizona, buddy.
Just let it happen.
It's less than 5 minutes and this show's already gone off the rails. I love it.
What'd you expect?
Nothing less. You're right.
Wait, are any of you guys rooming together with first pitch Arizona?
Yeah, Dave's sleeping on the couch at our place.
I'm rooming with my wife.
At least for the first night.
Yeah, for the first night. Then we might switch it up, do a little key party.
Oh my God!
Totally under your choice too. I bet.
I have so much FOMO that I'm not going to that. That is.
You're missing out. We're actually throwing a huge party one of the nights for Danielle's birthday. My wife's coming out, so
it's her birthday during that time.
Yeah. It's like 10 people's birthday during that time. So we're just gonna throw a huge, massive party one night. You should come. There's still time. You can still get tickets if you're interested in First Pitch Arizona. Go over to the Baseball HQ website. It is well worth going. It is fantastic. For you guys, there's an industry rate. So, DM Britt Hershey and get in on that. But
I
it
think-
it is
Yeah,
so
I know
well
what you
worth
got
doing.
Yeah, I mean it's Bubba. It's your birthday too.
That Friday the 15th, yes.
Oh, cool.
So this is a dilemma. I just had to figure out if I have the PTO because I just missed a week and a half of work.
Get sick.
Yeah.
You only got married and had a honeymoon. What was the big deal? Like, what'd you have going on?
Oh man, well, I do have to ask you. I think the only thing I want to get serious about is I have to ask with this season, things have kind of been first of all with Dave and Justin. You guys started a new show together. Well, it's an old show, Friends with Fantasy Benches, but with the new cast of you two, can you guys tell us about that? How's that been going so far?
I mean, I think it's been going great. Dave is a pleasure to work with. As much as he plays the heel on Twitter, I think I can kind of keep him straight and narrow on the podcasts and hold his feet to the fire, maybe in a way that he's not used to, having worked with his good buddy Jake for so long. But no, it's been a blast. We get along really well, and I say that podcasting becomes easier when you've got good partners to work with. Bubba can tell you all about that. Working with Toby, I know you guys can talk about it, working with each other. So, I mean, when you have a good partner, it just makes it so much easier and so much more fun. And it's been a blast working with Dave.
Dave,
Yeah,
you feel the same?
Yeah, ditto. Justin's become one of my closest friends in the industry. It's like we've known each other for, I would say, far too long. It's getting a little familiar, but no, we work so well together. And he's obviously, he's a beast in this industry. Does so much for everybody and supports everyone with everything. And when he was looking for a co-host, and I kind of jokingly put it out there, like, well, Jake's kind of busy right now, and he was like, if you're serious, I will absolutely take you. And I was like, yeah, man, why not? I can do both shows. I mean, assuming Jake ever actually wants to record again.
I love the joke right before the show where Simeone says, by 2042. That's
If you saw the jokes in the baseball pods chat, you'd understand this has been a long going thing.
What episode are you guys at right now?
What was that?
What episode are you guys at right now?
He doesn't know.
It's somewhere around like 20 something.
Oh yeah, 2042 might be generous then.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I said that's optimistic.
And Bubba, I remember
Yeah,
and Bubba, I remember hearing on Nick Pollock and Friends, your first time. I was always curious. I would ask, I'd be like, what is? I was like, I feel like Bubba's always doing something. I was like, I feel like he never sleeps. And then I finally heard your schedule on Nick Pollock and Friends, and I was like, there it is. There it is. Now I can see the light. So how do you do all that you do? Because it is just, I don't understand how you can do it.
Coffee, lots of coffee, lots of coffee. You don't sleep. That's just the best way to do it. You walk like a zombie at times, but it's fun. You do it because you want to do it, type thing, not because you have to do it. So it all works out. And like you guys are doing tonight, you're talking with your friends, so it's really not that big a deal. So it's kind of fun. Like my schedule's crazy, but Mason takes the cake on that. So like he's got the really crazy schedule, but it works out pretty good. I'm fortunate that my work schedule is kind of flexible at times too.
Yeah, I guess I didn't hear your schedule, Justin. Is it really? Am I gonna sit here and just like sink in my seat just because I'm gonna like be blown away?
It's gotten easier and better.
Well, because you're done with school, that helps.
Yeah, I'm now out of school because I mean, and I'm no longer working overnights. I used to work, midnight to 8 a.m. and then I would come home and do work, either record a podcast or write articles, go to school, take care of my kid. Now that I'm not working overnight, it's a little bit easier in terms of like how much I'm sleeping. I actually get to sleep 4 or 5 hours a night, but I'm up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning every night, doing some sort of content.
Yeah, so 4 to 5 hours. We're pretty similar. 4 to 5 hours of sleep.
I was going to say, you guys are bragging about getting 4 to 5 hours, which is less than the average. I can't imagine what it was before. Wow.
I'm so happy right now with 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah. I mean, 4 to 5 hours is pretty nice. I mean, for the first 5 years of me doing this, I probably averaged an hour to 3 hours a night, just in order to keep up. with the amount of content I was producing, and it was difficult. But if you love something, sometimes you're willing to sacrifice. And thankfully, I have a wife who, while she trolls me relentlessly on Twitter, she has supported this kind of goal and dream of mine and taken on a lot of the extra stuff around the house, like raising our children, in order to be able to do this.
So
She shows them
Father's
pictures of
Day is
Daddy
Mother's Day
every day.
again.
Yeah. She's like, this is your dad. You'll see him next month.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is not Santa Claus. This is your father. I promise.
All right. Well, this wouldn't be a triple play show without a little bit of variety in here. So before we close out with you three, I have to ask you one question here. Do you guys pull your toilet paper from the bottom or the top?
Animals. You got to go. It comes off the top and comes down. It cascades down like a waterfall. You guys are animals if you do it a different way.
Correct.
I feel like I do both.
Because you're an animal. We
I
established
never
this.
thought about this. Like this is this is like something like a really hot button topic, on Twitter and or other social media.
When I put a new roll on the thing, it's on purpose. It's always in the same direction. I do not put it the other way.
Yeah, I don't even think about it. I have other things that I'm worrying about at that moment that I do not worry about which direction. I have other
because one of his 3 hours of sleep is while he's taking a crap. So he has no idea.
I can get 15 minutes of sleep sitting up right there with quiet, no wife or kids and stuff like that, and I take advantage of that time.
I can guarantee you after this conversation, you will now probably look and pay attention where you're going to pull.
Absolutely not. I just don't care.
I think you got to go to the bottom. The bottom's the easiest one. You just reach over and it's like there, and I can just go pull. It's a little more effort to go overhand. Underhand's like a little easier.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's
I cannot agree with that, David.
You're a monster.
The only thing I'm taking away from this, a 15-minute toilet nap sounds good.
Yeah, right.
Get a cushiony seat's the only thing I'd recommend.
If you
get one of those pillows that you wear on planes.
Oh my god, you got a back massager too while you're at it?
You really?
You can sit backwards on the toilet and lay on the tank.
Just wait until you have children, because you don't get 15 minutes to yourself ever.
You have like designated nap spots. You're like, all right, when I go over here, I know I'm going to nap. So I'm going to put a pillow there. I'm going to put a pillow there. I feel like that's what you got to do.
Oh my god.
Dave,
what did your wife first say, Justin, when you would be in the bathroom for like 20 minutes? She's like, Justin, stop taking these long poops. Like, has she caught on that you nap in there?
Oh no, I'm completely joking. But I once did leave her stranded in a restaurant for like 20 minutes because things happened. And I came out and she's like, "This is the most uncomfortable I've ever been at Applebee's." I'm like, "Me too."
Fish has a point. That's because of the Wisconsin delicatessens they eat there. So that'll do it to your system.
This is true.
Yeah, if your legs don't fall asleep, you're doing it wrong. Dave, I got to know. What about you? Do you pull from the bottom? Am I a savage for doing it from the bottom?
I don't think it's not that big of a deal to me, but I do pull from the top.
Like, I don't even know which one's which. Like, what are you talking about? Pulling from the top or pulling from the bottom?
So when you pull it down, it's like a waterfall. So it's coming. The roll's coming down, not coming from beneath.
From like the front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're pulling it from the front.
That's a good way to put it.
I guess you would pull it from the front. That would be the correct.
It's like wiping front to back and back to front, over the top, underneath. It's this whole process. Do you do peanut butter jelly first? Which one do you do? Like, we could do this all night if you want, Mindy. This is what you do on Triple Play. Let's play a game.
This is perfect.
You don't have any other guests tonight, right? There's no 10 minutes.
Sandwich, right? We're all agreement on that one.
What?
Which sandwich?
I said hot dog is a sandwich, then, right?
What?
It's between it's something between two pieces.
Nah.
No.
I think it is.
Of course, hot dog's a sandwich.
It is.
Well,
Taco Bell's doing this as a taco or a sandwich with their chicken taco sandwich now. So watch out.
Taco Bell isn't food. I love it, but Taco Bell.
Yeah, what are you talking about? That was lunch.
They're starting to have a loyalty program at Taco Bell.
I don't want them keeping track of how many times I've been there.
That's what I was thinking too.
They're gonna rat me out to my wife.
Yeah, if you don't feel dirty afterwards, it wasn't good enough.
Now, have your Taco Bell started closing at like 9 p.m. like the ones here?
No, we don't have that kind of crime rate.
Our Taco Bell's
You think I'm allowed out after 9 p.m.?
I didn't even think people went to Taco Bell before midnight. I'm like, how the fuck can it be closed at 9? Do people go earlier in the day? I mean, who's not going? I mean, what?
Again, this is another non-married person. Yes, they're open.
Early. We have regular sleeping hours.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, you all are awesome. This is going to be very hard to do 10 minutes because I always like
Uh-huh.
doing at least an hour with you guys, like every single one of you. So this is going to be hard, but really hope everybody that comes on here, there's always an open invitation. Anytime you guys are free to come back. I know you guys are all extremely busy, but anytime, please let us know, and we'd love, of course, for you guys to come on. So thank you guys again for being part of this with us.
Congrats
Yeah,
on 100, guys.
Anytime.
Pleasure, always.
It's always great to talk to you guys.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
See
you.
guys later.
Boys.
All right, we're gonna get our next group popping in here, and this is a mighty nice group as well. As we, if I could actually speak the English language here, and this group is, we have one guy already in here, Mr. Josh St. Marie. Josh,
Hey,
What's going
hey.
on?
how's it going, man? You have a new look every time I see you on here. This is
Yeah,
new for me.
it's football season, so I'm starting to transition. Not quite in the full jersey, but I got the jersey on, so starting to get into the football mode a little bit. Art, it's so good to see you, man. I missed you last time I was on. You weren't on.
Oh,
Yeah,
Josh,
Trey,
good to
man.
see you too, man. Finally, face to face.
Trey Mancini almost won the home run derby.
I knew this would come up, and I had prepared
right
no
away.
comment anyway.
Right away.
We were just going back and forth in like a chat, being like, "Oh, if you guys got this, holy crap!" Like you were like, I was like, "There's no way in hell that we should actually have been this close to nailing it." But
I know.
of course, we also have Mr. Mike Henry with a fresh cut. Look, what's going
Yes.
on, Micah?
Can you
Mr.
guys hear me?
Verified. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, man. How's it
You
going?
can? All right, cool. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good. I thought my earpods. All right, they just connected. That was weird. All right, yeah. How you guys doing?
Good, man. Pumped to have you, and pumped to have Mr. Dave Swan on the show. It's been a while, Dave. How you been, man?
Oh, busy, man. Just can't wait to get this season over.
It's been a grind. It's been. I feel that, man. I'm going from
It's been
games,
so much longer than last year.
going from 60 to 162. It feels nuts, but we're almost there. We're almost to the finish line. That's why it's kind of nice to do a show like this, to have just kind of just shoot the breeze with each other and just kind of catch up and see how each other's doing at this point in the season. Josh, again, you have a new look every time I see you, so it's I never recognize you each time. But
Do you commit murders?
I absolutely have no idea how to respond to that question.
yeah, I gotta know what you're doing.
Oh, that's what a murderer would say.
So I know Josh and Mike
That's
are.
true. That's true.
Which, first of all, I didn't know Josh. I didn't know you were into football because there was one time you DM'd me like very early on. You were like, "Are you football or baseball?" And I was like, "Oh God, I feel like he's gonna hate me if I say football." And I was like, I try to be as 50-50 as I can, like depending on the season, like whatever's like peak time. But I didn't know you were into football at all. So it was new experience for me to see that you're like all in on the football season.
I love football, love watching it. I'm definitely more experienced as like a baseball analyst from that regard. I always have approached baseball that way. Football kind of a new thing for me as far as approaching it from like an analytical perspective, but I really just enjoy watching football. And you kind of got to speak the language of football to just be able to hang out with people at times. So it's always something you can bring up. That's where football fits in.
And Micah's starting his Micah notes for football, so the world's going to be on notice now with the awesome baseball note. Are you ready for that? I mean, it's going to probably be easier for you instead of doing it every day. You have only to do it once a week.
I definitely thought about it. I was like, because I mean, baseball notes is a grind, man. Doing those things every night was crazy. But yeah, this is definitely gonna be easier to do it just on Monday night, just to get. This is gonna be just put everything in one big 25 huge thread, just get it all out there. You know what I mean?
One of the guys that blew up super fast. Like I would be looking.
David, he's verified too. Okay, we have to mention that.
I think you already mentioned.
I don't even talk about it. I keep me. If you see it, you see it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm a whole guy.
And Dave, man, Dave's killing it too. Hey, Dave, I feel like you like write for like 3 or 4 sites now. I remember when you were just on one, and then you were on Fantrax, and then you're with Pitcher List, and I just see I'm like you're doing everything. Has that been exhausting? Have you been able to kind of find a balance with everything? I don't know if Dave heard me.
A little bit. Like truly, you wake up and honestly, I'm like, what am I doing today? Like I kind of try and do it the night before, but yeah, you lose track so quick. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're like, wait, am I turning it into this site today, or am I turning this into this site today?
Yeah. All the time.
D Mendy, I got a question for you. So I noticed you got 9 slots of 10 minutes scheduled out here. I noticed that Pitcher List coming in at the 9 spot, pitcher. I noticed, we just had the first group go. They took a little while, typically leadoff hitter. So we're the second crew to come in. So I'm wondering, are we more like the Mike Trout hitting second or the traditional slap hitting, make contact, maybe
Adam Frazier.
Oh, I mean, if Adam Frazier Frazier's having a career year, so
that's a pretty.
I'll take Frazier. I'll take Frazier. I'll take 300.
How about this? You guys are Corey Seager at the beginning of this year.
Oh, was he hitting second?
He
At the
was.
beginning?
Wasn't he hurt or something?
And he got hurt like a month.
Are you
in,
looking
but-
at Micah's hand and calling him Corey Seager for that reason, Eric?
Oh, no, of course you go there, David.
No.
I mean, growing up, Ryan Sandbrick hit second for the Cubs. So there's that. You can't get much better than that. Ryan Sandbrick, Hall of Famer, second baseman, hitting second.
Mm-hmm.
That's a position of honor for this guy.
You guys are the Edgar Renterias on opening day. I swear he always homered opening day.
Oh, you're pulling some wild ones there. All right, so as always, it's Triple Play staple. I'm going to ask you guys our question here. Question I'll give you guys. Would you rather be able to grow the beard of your dreams or add 2 inches to your height?
Inches to my height.
You're gonna say something else.
I mean, I thought this was kind of a family. I mean, it's supposed to be a family show.
Oh man, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, gotta slap the MA title on the corner now. Explicit language.
That's you, Art. But all right, we'll go. So, Josh, 2 inches to your height or grow the beard of your dreams?
I feel like I can't answer the 2 inches to my height now just because it's now associated with this other idea. So I'm gonna have to go with the beard. I think if I was younger, like when I was still delusional about my chances to be a professional athlete, I think I would have said 2 inches. But now I'm decently tall, so I can't really grow a beard. Like I'm trying right now, nothing's happening. So
What's
I'll
decently
go with
tall?
the beard.
What's decently tall?
I'm slightly over 6 foot.
Oh, okay. No, you're good.
definitely
You're good.
tall.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you're tall. You're tall. You're tall.
I don't know. You never know what.
Right choice with the beard.
All right, well, I figured this is the right one to ask because nobody here is rocking a bunch of good facial hair. So this is Mike, are you 2 inches or are you for the beard?
Yeah, give me the height, man. I'm like 5'8.5" or something like that. I need some inches.
We're close to the same height. That's perfect. Dave, what about you?
No way. I take the height. I'm 6'4", so if I was like that much taller, like I'd be that much better at every sport.
You're 6'4".
Jeez.
Dave, why am I just finding this out? That might be the tallest person in the industry.
That's true.
No, that's not possible.
Yancey's 5. I didn't know Yancey was 5 either. Don't take a fight with me. Oh man, that's fantastic. Well, you guys are all crushing it, and again, whether it's just baseball or baseball and football, you guys work extremely, extremely hard. Really, super excited that all 3 of you guys could join us tonight for our 100th episode. Really appreciate your guys' time.
For sure. Appreciate having me on.
Thanks, guys.
I'm so a little shook by this.
Congrats, guys.
I'm 6'4" and super dominant, but I'd like to be even more dominant. So I want to be 6'6" coming. And we just skimmed right over that.
Josh, you're almost a foot taller than me. Okay.
It'll be a.
We're still just totally ignoring this. Like I like dominating at 6'4", but I would love dominating at 6'6" even more.
The quote of the episode. You guys are awesome. We'll get the next crew in here, but we'll definitely, again, anytime we'd love to have you guys back on. You know that this is a place where we love having you two on here. So
for sure.
Anytime.
All right, guys. Peace.
See you guys later.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we're gonna bring our next crew in here, and you guys recognize these fellas for sure. We got the Doc, Mr. Mike Carter. We got Mr. Carlos Marcano.
Carlos shaved.
He shaved just for the occasion.
He looks like a baby.
Yeah. How you do?
How you doing, guys? My wife had been asking like for months to shave, and I waited until this special occasion to do it. So. Did you use David's ball hair trimmer?
I still, if Mike wins one more game, I'm sending him a ball hair trimmer.
Are you legally allowed to drink alcohol, Carlos?
Oh yeah, I'm way older than I might look like, man.
He looks like he's 20.
Oh my God.
He's got the baby face. He's got the baby face.
I was 20 before you were born. I think so.
We're talking about we had no facial hair on the last group. And we've got the guy that just shaved, but then we've got the two beards on the outside just bringing so much testosterone there. Look at Torres. Torres has the perfect beard in the industry. He told me he was going to bring it. And he brought it with the glasses this time too. What's
That's
up, man?
right, man. That's right. What's going on? Congratulations, guys! 100 episodes. That's
No
freaking
kidding.
awesome.
That's it's amazing.
Thank
you,
you guys.
Yeah.
This
And Art is back, man.
oh my God, no! I know.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It took me. That's why I said before we got on, we were like, I need 10 minutes just to get over the shock that you're here. And then
I know. I don't know what to think about Art without wearing the Cubs hat. I'm not sure what to think.
I can get the Cubs hat. I
got the Sox hat on, so
it's been so long. I'm out of practice. That's on me.
Torres, I just gotta say, you look like a middle reliever right now with the big goggles, the Sergio Romo beard.
That's right, man. That was the look I was going for. By the way, talking about relievers, I gotta say, man, you were right. Alex Colomé was better than Anthony Bass. I mean, that just did not work out.
Okay.
They were both bad. But Colomé, and I regret not picking him up because I need some saves in my main event league, and he would have been the guy. He's been pretty good the past month or so.
Mm-hmm.
So
I will take the smallest victory lap on that because he's worse than I thought. But Anthony Bass is just awful.
Oof. He didn't even last a day. The first day, he lost his job. He's like a middle reliever. Yeah, he's like mop-up duty now. I got to ask you guys, since we're in the 100th episode, tell all of us the origin story of Triple Play. I'm just curious. Like, I think it's just so awesome that you guys all decided to do this and where you're at now. So we'd love to know, like, how did it even get started?
We did. We started it out as a strictly football podcast, just like having our friends on towards the end of 2019, but we just like recorded it for ourselves, didn't have like a social media. And then when we brought Art heard it and he was like, we should do a baseball podcast. And we were like, we're not really getting very many listens for football. I feel like baseball like is even less. And that was Eric leading that train more than anybody. He was like, dude, he was like, everyone outside our baseball league is not going to listen to our baseball show.
That's exactly right.
And we were just like, let's just give it a chance. Let's just do it. And credit to Art for pushing it to like do it, because we had the most fun right from the get-go, just us three doing it together. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know whose idea it was to start getting guests, because that was kind of what turned the corner for us. That
was your idea, and you scared the crap out of me because you got like Adam Azer on like our 4th episode. I'm like, are you serious? We stink, and you're getting Adam Azer on our show.
So the origin behind Triple Play though was we called ourselves 5 Tool, and we saw in Baseball Pod's tournament there was like a 9 seed. We're like, what? We've only done like 4 episodes, and we're like a 9th seed. We realized that was Eric Cross's podcast at the time, 5 Tool. So we said, okay, well, rather than having all these different names, why don't we just call it Triple Play? It's a baseball terminology, 3 sports. Just kind of happened.
And it's been amazing, man. You guys rock, to be honest.
We are not anywhere where we're at, especially without this group, because this group is like all 3 of you guys, like the excitement and energy you guys brought when you guys came on the show, like it was so like humbling to us. You guys are 3 of the best in the industry, and like it's been as we've grown too, like you guys have all grown a ton as well. Like you guys,
is that a fat joke, David?
No. And I got to give you guys credit for this. You guys grind with baseball all year round. Like there's a lot of people that check out in TGFBI halfway through. Like Carlos, I know you and I are in the same league. Like you guys grind out the entire year.
Carlos sniped you so many times, and it was fantastic.
Oh yeah, but I'm higher than him right now though, so I got the final laugh.
I'm losing my bet with you right now, but I mean, there's 2 weeks left, man.
I'm not letting up, believe me.
All right, well, this wouldn't be the show without asking you guys a weird question as we do the 10 minutes here. So my question for you guys is,
oh my God,
you get to either clog the toilet at work, and everybody knows it's you.
Oh, like you mean like a daily occurrence for me, right? So,
I'm gonna ask this one to Mike. Or you clog the toilet on you and your significant other's first date when you guys were first dating? Which one do you choose?
Ooh.
I think I could have run with that with my first day with my wife, because I've known her for so long that, I mean, I was already pestering her. Okay, I don't care, do whatever you want. But at work, I mean,
and Carlos is still listening to her because he shaved off his facial hair for her. So I mean, I don't know. There's a badge of honor for doing it at work, though, right? Like,
it really is.
You want them to know it's you?
Yeah, like I want you to know that the principal just shit his brains out in the staff bathroom. You know?
Do you not have your own private bathroom?
Oh hell no. And actually, this morning on my way to work, I had to stop and buy toilet paper because we were all out. The delivery didn't come yesterday, so I had to stop and buy a pack of Charmin. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my god, with all these people shitting all day, I probably need more than an 8-pack of Charmin here. so then I bought like 2 12-packs, and I'm like, okay, that'll get us through to the weekend, maybe, you know, like. But yeah, it's a badge, man. You do it at work, and then you walk away from it. You know.
Well, this is not how I thought it was gonna go. We have 2 for work. I feel like this is always like, or 2 that you'd rather have your wife know, I guess, or I don't know how it is, but
no, I'm definitely work too, man. I really get a weird satisfaction out of if I'm like on the toilet and someone walks in. This has happened multiple times. Like someone will walk in and you hear them go like, oh, you know,
and you're like, hey man, it's Torres up in here. Get out of here.
Hey, man, I'm usually doing my DFS lineup, taking a nice shit, and man, I don't know. There's something about that I really enjoy.
Yeah, so, you see Torres going into the bathroom with the newspaper under his arm at 9 o'clock in the morning every day.
Yes.
What's up?
I do read the newspaper every morning, so yeah.
It's like your own. You have your own stink. You're like, I'm gonna own it. It's mine.
Yeah,
I'll share it with you every morning, but it's mine.
Yeah,
Torres, that's a great idea. I'm gonna start reading on the toilet. The cliche thing.
Wait a second. That's a normal thing. Reading on the toilet.
I know it's cliche, but I haven't done it.
Wait until you guys have kids. The bathroom is the only time you can be by yourself.
Oh yeah, no, that's the escape. Exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah. We were just talking with Justin Mason, and he said that he's occasionally napped on the toilet. Get a 15-minute power nap in.
You need it, man.
Well, now that he's not soaking, he's got time to power nap.
Exactly. Well, you guys, again, this group, you all 3 have meant so much to us. I know we've had all of you on at least twice. I know, Torres, we've had you on twice. I think Carlos and Doc, we've had you on 3 times or something like that. Like we've loved having all you guys on so much, and I'm sure we're gonna, as long as you guys are willing to come back, I'm sure it's gonna be plenty more times, as we don't plan on stopping doing any more shows. So,
but you're gonna have to ask for permission now, David.
Yeah. You're screwed.
You'll be like, I'll fit you in my schedule.
David, life is different now, man.
It's good.
Hey,
it's good. Congratulations again, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, Torres, we'll get you on next year for the reliever show, and you and I will debate 2 different relievers. And at the end of the year, it's better.
That's awesome.
I'm ready.
Hey, I was really happy to be on with you guys too. You guys do an amazing job. You were the first guys that ever had me on any podcast, and I'll never forget that. It was a great experience. It was a really great time. And I'd like to say, obviously, Carlos knows how I feel about him. We talk pretty frequently on Twitter, but Torres, I love your work, and it's a pleasure to be on with you and finally meet you face to face. I really appreciate all you do.
Same here, man. Yeah, really respect both of you guys, Carlos and Mike, and yeah, just congratulations to you guys. Really happy for all your success, and you guys are just going to keep crushing it.
I hope so. Well, I'm going to get off and go shit now. So,
all right, man.
What a perfect lead-in. You guys are awesome. We'll definitely all talk soon. Appreciate you guys again.
All right, guys. Good luck with the rest of the show. We'll be listening. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, the next group popping in here, and we're going to keep the fun going. We've got Mr. Eric Cross in the house. Let me find the right button. There he is. Early. He was an early bird. He was there ready to go. I love it.
What? No SpongeBob noise to intro him in, David?
He does that for me, not for me to him.
You did it like 5 times last episode.
That's true.
And then of course, Mr. Scott Genstad. And it's been a while, Scott. We've talked on Twitter like a while after you were on, but this was long overdue to have you back. How have you been, buddy?
I've been good. I think is this the Brandon Ayuk support room?
Oh no, this is the Raheem Mostert and Jason Verrett already done after week 1 therapy session.
Yeah, the Drake Greenlaw wants to join in and have a chat too.
Yeah.
If we were just talking 49ers injuries, this would be like an hour-long podcast just about
Scott. You know what? I'm here for you whenever you need to talk, and I hope the same. Like if we just need to vent about our frustrations.
Yep. I know you guys want to talk about baseball, but like I've never felt worse after starting a season 1-0. Like it's crazy, right? Like it's like they won and it felt like absolute crap the fourth quarter, and then the entire team got hurt. It's like great, we're 1-0 and I feel like crap.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not even really baseball. It's just more just kind of shooting the breeze, just kind of all just talking as friends here. And you guys are two of the hardest working guys in the industry. Scott, you doing multiple sports and all the stuff that you do. Eric, I feel like you're doing prospect stuff in your sleep, and you get
feels like
questions. Yeah, I mean, how have you guys done this season, going from a 62-game season or 60-game season to 162 games, and kind of being able to kind of get back in the groove of doing this for months and months and months, and not just kind of a little short sprint like it was last year? What do you start with you, Eric?
Yeah, no, it's been crazy because this is I've never analyzed a full season coming off of a short season. Oh, there's Curlin, a little 2 minutes late. Nice job, Curlin.
Listen, man, fashionably late. I completely forgot. I was like, I literally just said to my wife, "Oh shit, I gotta go," and we ran here, and this is where I'm at. So as you were, Eric.
No, I'm saying it's the first time I've ever had to analyze. It's always been just full season after full season after full season, and then we get the weirdness of last year, and so we still have the weirdness of COVID and everything that goes along with that this year. So it's still like not back to 100% normal. And I don't know if we ever will be, but
yeah. Uh-oh.
For now.
There's a rookie move. His cross, I think your mic cut out.
I got Dave McDonald. I got Dave McDonald here talking shit about me being on the show. Guy didn't even know who Beyonce was on Twitter, and he's talking about
what? Oh, Scott, never let him forget that.
Yeah, seriously. And didn't know that Rue McClanahan was in Golden Girls. Like, his pop culture knowledge is insanely bad.
Girl, I'll let you go. If you want to go ahead and defend yourself here, unless you can't defend yourself.
Who, me?
Hold on, did your Curlin talk again?
What?
Oh no, it was like a delay.
Weird.
No, we're good. We're good now. We're good.
All right.
But no, Scott, what about you?
It's been tough. I've realized that it's weird. I didn't have enough time to prep and manage as I normally do, and I've realized that baseball's hard, man. Baseball's a grind, and the work you put into it really does pay off. It's not like there's some other sports where you can draft really well and kind of come out all right. If you aren't really committed and grinding in baseball, it's tough. And I've also learned that I'm trying to these guys you take in like the 8th to 15th round, like you don't have to leave them in all year. I made that mistake, and like I get to June, I look at a guy and I'm like, he's hitting 200 with no power. Like Carlos Santana, I played way longer than I should have. And it's just one of those things, like, just because you draft a guy in the, whatever it is, the 12th, 13th, 14th round, doesn't mean you have to play him all year. And like staying on top of that is something that a lesson I've learned that I need to really kind of focus on that. Cause I think I stick with guys too long.
It's hard. I mean, it really, like, you want them to work out and then they don't, and then you're stuck with them. And then you're late picking up guys that were hot before. I totally get that. Curlin, what about you, man? I know not just the baseball grind, but you've been hard into the football grind already this year. How things been with you?
Dude, you think I heard the actual question before I got on? I have no idea what we're talking about, but I can go ahead and wing it.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I want.
The grind itself, I mean, who knows it better than us, right? We've all been doing it for a long time. Scott's been doing it for longer than most of us. In respect to that, but man, it's both sports. People that do both sports well and play both sports well, like a Vlad. That's really impressive, but all in all, it's I have no idea what I'm really struggling to figure out what I'm talking about right now. Besides just the grind.
Surprise!
Let's not give Vlad any more props than he already gets. Let's move on from that.
All right, we can move on from that. So speaking of, no kidding, but all seriousness though, the grind itself is just it's definitely, and it's different. Like the game is changing. I feel like it's changing faster than it's ever changed before in terms of the growth of analytics, the way baseball teams themselves are playing openers, the 3 true outcomes, et cetera, adapting to that while playing a game that hasn't quite adapted to the new game, like the way the game is being played in real life. It's a balancing act, especially with baseball. Going back to what Scott said, there's a constant grind. Well, you have to think about that because like over the last probably the last 3 to 5 years is when we saw a huge shift in real MLB in terms of like 3 true outcomes and all that, and analytics growing. But our roto is staying standard. Yeah, there's more variations of it, but it's still head to head, and standard roto are still king. And things haven't we haven't caught up to the change in baseball. Once we do, baseballs are probably going to change back in another way, especially with a deadened ball, and who knows what year, who's adding a humidor, what ball we're going to have. There's so many factors, and so that's just it. Adapting and grinding. Yeah, just
With all that change, unfortunately, Manfred is still commissioner.
Do you guys have any doubt they changed the balls at the All-Star break? By the way,
I think they do.
I've been thinking that.
There's someone hit a home. I forget who it was. Someone hit a home run last week, and I'm like, that was not a home run in May. There's just no way. I think they changed something.
Isn't that wild? There's no other sport that has that type of questioning to it.
Yeah.
But baseball's got all these like wrinkles and this kind of just this side of it that you're just like, oh, just be clean.
What sport imposes a rule mid-season about what you can use on your hands or on the ball?
That's true. That's only Manfred would do that.
Like fantasy leagues don't implement, or at least the ones I've been a part of, they don't implement rules mid-season, and yet a professional sport is doing that. It's mind-boggling.
Like you'd quit a league that did that in a fantasy league.
Yeah,
you just
That's a
leave.
good
You're
point,
like, I'm done with it. Like there's no way. It's insane.
Well, I have to ask you guys. So last time Curlin and Cross were here, we did an entire 30 minutes on Mount Rushmores of wild and goofy crap.
Oh, you mean the 101 where Curlin got really into it?
I thought it was pretty good. I thought that was pretty fun.
It was good. It was good. He just got so passionate.
So I have a question for you guys, and you can answer it the best way that you think you can. All right. If I were to give you the option of having finger-sized nipples or nipple-sized fingers, which one would you pick?
This one.
Not this one. I mean, I think the answer is really simple. Give me the finger-sized nipples all day.
Yep. Agreed.
Is it that?
I don't want little baby. Could you imagine?
You can't do anything. You can't do anything with nipple.
Wait, Dave.
I go the other way because there's no way you go out in public otherwise.
Bull crap! You could tape those babies down. So
that sounds. So you're in public. You're in pain all day.
People tuck their stuff between their legs and stuff, man. If people can do that, I think I can get down. I think I can be down with taping my nipples on my chest.
I'm too self-conscious for that. I can't do it.
When's the last time you tucked it between your legs? That's
yes.
That's like middle school.
Yes. No, you tuck. That's when you tuck it in the belt area, the up.
No, that's what I was saying.
Down hurts. I don't know how you're doing.
No, I don't like that one.
That's some flexibility shit that I don't have, Eric. Good for you.
Can I get on a new panel?
Scott, I don't know. When I saw they added you, I was like, shit, am I on best behavior here or not? And I was like,
Curlin, when are you ever on your best behavior?
You've already called me old, so we started out really well.
I didn't call you old. I called you seasoned.
Mike,
there you go.
Mike, are you ever on your best behavior, Mike?
What was this?
I said he has the most experience of us all because he's been doing this longer.
He said Scott's been doing this so damn long, I can't remember. I think was the quote.
Whoa.
Scott,
that was not. He read between the lines and took that from what I said. And there goes any future chance of me hanging out with Scott on a podcast. Thank you, Scott. Nice to meet you, buddy.
Man. Anytime. I'd love to do it.
Hey, Scott, can I just say I got a little starstruck when you reply to one of our things. I'm like, wow, he was on Stump the Schwab.
It was fun. I
love
coming on.
Howie Schwab on.
I love coming on with you guys. It was so fun. I'm glad we did it, and it was fun talking about Stump the Schwab. And I got to figure out a way. I have it on my old DVR. I got to figure out a way to get that digital and get it out on Twitter. I put I was on Sports Geniuses on Fox Sports, and that one's on YouTube. But the Schwab's not out there yet. I'll send you guys a link. It's me and Vesgersian and Lisa Guerrero. It's a good time.
Oh, please send that.
And Lisa Guerrero is fully inappropriate the entire time. It's so funny.
That's what I'm going to watch to pregame for the bars.
Everything is her making sexual innuendos. The whole shit. It's so bad.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's again, I'm old, so it's 2000. It's 99 or 2000. So it's bad. It would not float now.
Wow,
that's unfortunate. I feel like that was good TV.
You have this whole other side of you that I feel like that people don't know about.
It's
awesome. It's really awesome. I feel like you got to be in your bio, on Stump the Schwab, on all these on the Sports Genius, all these shows. You got to put that in there, and just people be like I would have been oh, he's on Stump the Schwab. Follow.
It was fun. That's why coming on you guys was fun. We talked about a lot of other stuff too, so it was a good time.
Yeah, but you were the reason we even reached out to him in the first place because I wasn't even thinking about that until
Yancy.
So wait, Eric, oh man,
Yancy chiming in.
So wait, Eric, I gotta ask.
I'm shocked that Yancey's listening. That's weird. He's listening to a podcast.
He hasn't made fun of me yet.
You're not looking at your phone for one.
I know. I put it over there. Wait, so Eric, I gotta ask. When does Adley Rutschman get called up?
May 2022.
May 2022. Okay.
Yep.
There's not supposed to be any baseball on here.
Is Bobby Witt Jr. like immediate next year? Like I know people that held him all year and it's been brutal. Like what's his call up date?
The same unless they have a contract extension, kind of like Nick Magical-esque. He should
So
be up soon.
they'll go another year of control then. Like they'll go into next year then.
I think
I heard
so.
someone on
They're
MLB
both
Network.
ready. They're both ready right now. I have no doubt about that. They're both ready.
I got an Adley Rutschman signed jersey, so I'm a fan of
No
him.
one, no one cares
Wait,
about your ad.
are they ready? Are they ready like Kelnick ready? Or are they ready like Acuna Soto ready?
How's
Which
that
ready are we
bet
talking
going?
about?
How's that bet going, by the way?
Not so good. I need Kelnick to hit like 290 over the last like 2 weeks to win
So
that
you
bet.
lost.
Yeah, I've lost.
Good. I lost a
I-
bet to you last year. So
I fully admit that.
Well, I have to ask. So I heard on MLB Network they said Bobby Witt is going to be the equivalent of Patrick Mahomes for football. Change the entire franchise around and make them like a World Series contender. Do you guys feel that same? He's that type of impact.
One player in baseball doesn't nearly have the same impact as a quarterback in football.
Yeah, look at Mike Trout.
I mean, Bobby Witt
point.
could be a
Really good
superstar, but it takes more than Bobby Witt Jr. to turn around the Kansas City Royals. I'll put it that way.
yeah.
Well, that's fair. I just heard that. I was like, oh, damn.
You're right. It just quarterback changes an entire franchise with the snap of a finger. It just doesn't happen with the shortstop.
Yeah, no, I mean that's fair. I heard that. I was like, oh my god, like that's. I was like, let me go look and add Bobby Witt Jr. to my nothing. He's already picked up in every dynasty league. I don't even know where I was going with that. But you guys are obviously all work extremely hard. You guys, I'm sure, are ready for the baseball season to finish up, so you guys can kind of take a breather for a little. Well, maybe not Mike and Scott, because you guys are, I'm sure, all in right for football. But Eric,
I got golf starting back up in January too, so I'll be busy.
Ooh, do you play golf too, or do you just analyze it too?
Both.
Ooh,
I feel like most people get into it by most people watch it by being into it. Like baseball, most of us were kids playing it, and then that's how we got into watching it. It's like golf would be the same type. Tennis is like in the similar. Although I have watched tennis, and I've had some really bad beats on betting, so I stopped watching tennis. But it's a whole other discussion.
Oh gosh, it makes me happy to hear you're losing money.
I hate you so much, Doc.
Love you too, buddy.
Oh man. Well, Eric, are you taking like a week break once the baseball season's over?
Nope. There's no breaks here.
FPAS, baby.
Yeah.
Curlin, before I forget, why don't you tell everybody about the debut of what you just pumped out today as he mutes me, or as he mutes himself right when I go to him?
I'm listening. My son just walked in. Again, told you, unprepared as usual. No, I just put up. Okay, so I have the lineup tracker thing I do for spring training. I decided to start doing this usage tracking thing for football. Decided it needs a home, and because I found a lot of downtime because my kids are back in school, I threw together almost like a little blog site thing, and got a couple friends of mine to help out with just some content and kind of just having fun with it. I've tried it out before. It's called skplaybook.com, and pretty much just has all of my stuff in one place finally, because normally I have Twitch over here, YouTube over there. I have so much going on. It was nice to just put it in one place, and that's essentially what I did.
Yeah, and we've been messaging about all the work you've been putting in.
Yes.
A lot.
Yes,
I'm not
back.
going to go into all the details, but you've been grinding, prepping for this.
I'm back. I took 2 months off right in the middle of baseball season. Great timing, I know. But I needed it. I realized I really needed to take a step back. And now that I took a step back, refocused my energy into a couple niche ideas, I'm back and I'm grinding again as if I never left.
And you're ready. And we're saying with the football stuff, Scott, this week 2. I know this is a baseball show, but I'm putting you on the spot. Football question. Who's leading the 49ers running backs in touches this week?
In touches or yards?
Let's do touches. Let's do touches first. Let's do both. Let's do touches first, though.
Yards will be Eli Mitchell because he'll hit a big one. I just think that'll work out. I think touches is going to be Trey Sermon.
Ooh, I like it.
That means it's going to be JaMychal Hasty. It's always the person.
No doubt.
Or
Kerryon Johnson.
You know what? Maybe they put use check. Maybe they put use check at running back this week.
Or Trenton Cannon. Didn't he just get signed too?
Yep.
And by the way, shout out to Mike for the spring training lineup stuff, man. That stuff is awesome in spring training. I love it. I use it a ton.
And it'll be back as long as I'm around.
That's somber, but okay.
What a way to end that. But
I got the usage stuff, Scott. Check that out. There's it's football related, but I'm sure you have access to the same stats. I just put it all in one place for me to use it a certain way.
Anything that makes me work less hard, I'm all for. So that's good.
Well, you guys are all awesome, and always appreciate you guys all coming on. And it means a lot that you guys all came. I know everybody's really busy this time of year, so the fact that you gave us, 15 minutes of your time means a lot to us. So thank you guys for joining us.
Wouldn't miss
Definitely.
it. Love you guys.
And the invite is welcome to everyone to come back on except Curland.
There it is.
I was waiting for one last Curlin dig.
Oh, of course. I only got one in prior to that. All right.
Here's the thing, Doc. Your ratings are never higher when I'm here, and they're only lower when you are. So you should leave and call it a day.
I think Scott might have to be in this group now. We have to, like Scott.
I'm still trying to figure out that sentence. It was over my head.
Yeah, same.
Well, everything's over Doc's head. He's like 5 foot tall.
Oh,
if we're going short jokes, we're in trouble here because I'm there too.
Wait, how tall are you?
Me?
Yeah.
5'9" on a good day, so 5'8" really.
You're taller than both Doc and I. I think you're right around Cheesecake's height. Cheesecake, you're like 5'9", right?
That's right.
Gosh.
Am I the
5'9",
tallest
yeah.
one on this panel?
I'm 6 foot. Well, we've met.
I'm 6 foot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
God, you guys are giants.
We're like Godzilla to these guys.
Yeah. Well, we were talking. Who's the tallest person in the industry? Somebody said Spore at 6'6". We didn't realize
there.
Is Spore really 6'6"?
That's what
I know
somebody said.
Pollock is like 6'4".
I've met him.
I wouldn't say 6'6". I'd say like 6'3".
Yeah,
Well, Pollock is about as tall as that too. I bet
Dave
Pollock and
Swan
Pollock
said
is
he's
pretty-
6'4".
Oh, yeah, I met Swan. Swan's pretty tall. You know, I heard Dave McDonald's pretty tall too. I hear.
He said he was in the chat. He said he's like 6'4" too. I was like, what?
He doesn't look 6'4". I would have guessed like 5'9" for David.
That's what I would have thought too.
I don't know why. I just like look at him like that's a 5'9" guy.
What if Doc this whole time has been lying to you guys, and when he meets you in person, he's 6'7"?
Yeah, he's see right now. He's Dave just chimed in. He's saying 6'5".
You know what's funny? We got an intern from Towson, and he pitches there, and he's 6'9", and I was like, you realize we can't meet in person because you're 1.5 feet taller than me.
If McDonald's 6'5", I still take him in the post and score every time.
Oh,
he is 6'5".
Yeah, every time.
Just put an elbow in his gut and call it a day.
Oh, like one pump fake, it'd be easy.
Well,
I give him the dream shake, it'll be over.
The dream shake.
Oh man, well, you guys are awesome again. Invite's always open to come back for any of you guys. We love all of you, and please, anytime you guys just want to escape, you guys all put in so much work for baseball. I know we still talk baseball here, but if you want to just joke around and hang out, we always love having you guys.
Always love coming on.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right,
Thanks for the invite. It's always fun, guys.
Of course. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you.
We'll get the next panel on here. And there's some energy coming in, folks. There's a guy here. He's warming up in the down in below here. Mr. MLB moving averages himself.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, I gotta center up the camera. Yes, yo. What's up, everybody? Love you, man.
This is the energy I need at 8:50 at night. Let's go.
Let's get nuts, man. I'm here. What's going on?
Let's get nuts. Woo! All right. On that note, I'm
excited, man. I was super excited to see the 100th episode. Congratulations to you guys.
See you guys.
See, Scott, John, we were so pumped that I'm so pumped that you could join and be a part of this. It would not be the 100th without you here.
I was honored, but can we stop and
Absolutely.
welcome back Little Cheese? Little Cheese, how the heck are you, bro? I was asking about you. I hope everything is good, man.
I don't know if he can hear us.
Maybe if you can't hear me, you're not listening. Your ears are not working.
This is why oh my God, I missed him.
Little Cheese! Yo! Welcome back! Fucker! Hello! Yo!
I'm so glad they went out. It's me,
John!
John, I'm so glad you could make it tonight, man. I freaking love you.
This is so.
Busted Mike. What's this guy? Hello, Cheese. I'm on Cheese. Hello, we miss you.
I don't think you can hear.
Good gorilla, miss you. Good analyst.
And we got still going. We're going. This is an FTN bonanza, right?
Yeah,
we got Vlad Sedler in the house too, my man. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, David? Doc Cheese, what's going on?
Dude,
Dr. Cheese, how are you, Doctor Cheese? Good to see you. Only in this business, man. Right? What a business, man.
You guys are intimidating. You guys rake in the dough. You guys give out such great information. You guys are such personable guys. You guys are like the triple threat. So that's why it's perfect. You guys are.
Vlad is such a goat. Come on, man. I can't. To even get mentioned with Vlad is pretty awesome. I mean, we're already colleagues, so he's kind of stuck with me. That's why I'm like, I know him. Look.
I'm still waiting for my gear. I'm waiting for my gear. I think it's coming soon.
They gave you the cartoon, right? Because I think I remember seeing your cartoon officially, right?
Yes. It looks good. It was on the first take. I'm like, let's run with it. So yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. But congratulations on that. I know it's a big step. You were it before for a while. It's a big step. Are you excited? You pumped? Like, I mean, it's exciting. Like you're making moves but still raking in the dough. So I guess that's staying the same. But
I can't explain my enthusiasm in such a way as our man John here does because it's just on another level. But yeah, I'm ecstatic. It's a fantastic crew. It's perfect. Perfect timing with the season starting here with football and just so much work to do. But I'm really proud and honored to be a part of this group.
Hey, Vlad, I just want to say I read your first article about the 5 bold predictions. And as soon as I read the Damian Williams one, I picked him in like all of my leagues.
Yeah, so. I mean, I guess a lot of that'll have to do with, Montgomery's a workhorse. And I think somebody said like it would just take like literally a truck running over him for him to get hurt. But we'll see, man. I mean, Damian's got to get some work too. So I hope we're both right.
But the reasoning is just like that's part of it is, you obviously have your bold predictions, but the reasoning and the logic behind it, I mean, it makes complete sense. So I followed a lot of the recommendations, and maybe I'll send you a little cut of my check if I win a league.
Sounds good, man. I'm always taking money.
So both you guys, we went from 60 games to 162 games. Did the grind feel a lot harder this year than in the past because we were used to a shorter season last year? What do you think, John? MLB moving averages, man.
It's impossible. Like I was at a point where I needed a 25th hour for the 24-hour day. So as I get a little better with my tech, I'm actually able to do a little more because I've automated a bit more of my program. So it sounds funny. This year might have been a little bit easier because I was only working like 16 hours a day. I'm serious. Listen, people ask me what it takes. I don't lie about that. You see the tweets. I'm up at. Listen, man. The tweets start at 6 a.m. and they wrap up with the West Coast games. Then I'm back at it 6 days a week. I almost took my first day off tomorrow because the Cubs were about to blow a 7-run F5 lead. And I said, if they blow this, I'm taking a day off. They didn't blow it. They pushed it. So I didn't get paid and I have to go to work. So there you go. L for love.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the biggest thing that sticks out to me was the hangover in terms of fab. Because the average spend on fab in a season that was 60 games is obviously, it's a lot higher. And I think in the beginning of this season, that was the approach. And so I've spent more money at this point. I'm under $10 in all my leagues that was $1,000 budgets, with my fab. And I think a lot of that has to do with a lot of us not being able to switch over to the mindset of, hey, this is a long grind. You don't need to spend, I didn't spend $300 on Julian Merriweather like a lot of other people did, but I did find a way to waste a lot of money along the way.
Not like ages ago.
Yeah.
It really is like another lifetime.
Yeah, I've actually never done that. I have very, short arms and very deep pockets. I hardly like to go into the triple digits, frankly, unless it's someone that I think is going to be a true impact. People get in trouble chasing saves. I'm one of them because this year, Vlad might agree, I'm doing a little bit of auditing. I didn't have a good fantasy baseball year. These things happen. I make money every single year. It happens, And where I missed was not getting those elite closers, right? Those half a dozen guys that we thought could get 35. Those were the guys that got 35. And I was chasing and I was kind of chasing my tail, adding some injuries. And I was on the outside looking in. So you got to listen to guys like Vlad. That was one thing he was talking about coming into the season. Make sure you had one. I didn't always have one. I bumped back and, listen, it happens. You get tagged sometimes.
And guys like Vlad and guys like Matty Cup, who's here with us too.
Matty Cup
in the flesh. How's it going, man?
Guys, I'm sorry. I had a disgusting diaper to change that put me about 4 minutes late. I can show you the remnants, but I don't think anybody wants it. So
if you'd stop feeding me Mexican food, we wouldn't have these issues, Matt. You're going to buy that stuff at the company dinners. Sorry, buddy.
Hey, Hey, John, it's my diaper, not the kids. I didn't specify that.
Hold on, I got to
so,
go.
okay.
Depends.
Okay, I got you. Sorry, guys.
Somehow with no script, we've talked about poop in bathrooms a lot tonight.
It has been a lot.
You know, old reliable.
I actually wasn't sure if we were talking baseball or football today, or just everything, or just celebrating you guys on 100 episodes. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
you. The celebration for us is just having. We couldn't have everybody, but just having the group that did come here to join us tonight. Like, you guys have all been so incredibly awesome, so generous with your time to come on. Some of you guys even more than once. So it's been nice to be able to talk with you guys all again, all in one sitting. It's just awesome that the community is so friendly and open and as it is, and it's just a treat for us three. So we really appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Real quick, Maddie, I had a question for you. I know you're the one doing the interviews, but your viral tweet today blew up. I retweeted it early this morning when it was a little bit lower, but man, that's insane. That's the worst team I've ever seen. But yeah, nice work on that tweet today.
So I'll put a backstory to this. So my coworker told me this, and he knows how much I'm into fantasy, like football. And like an hour later, I was like, I'm gonna tweet out that team. I was like, 15 points. That's insane. And like I tweeted it out. He's like, no, I was just messing with you. He's like, my buddy sent me a picture, and it was an actual team, but it wasn't my coworkers. It was actual like TikTok. And I was like, so now I'm gonna get in the comments that like, oh, I stole it. I was like, but you kind of screwed me but
it doesn't matter. It was the there is a team out there somewhere like that. That's one of them. I mean, there are a lot of teams that has that combination that got whooped.
15 PPR points is nuts.
Wow, that really. I'm like secretly I'm looking for it right now. I didn't see the tweet. I was working all day. I'm curious. Gosh, so that's like Aaron Rodgers, right? I mean,
Aaron Jones, Saquon.
It's week 1, so they're
Jags D, Robert Tonyan.
Those are fresh draft picks, most likely. Right. Well, every bust, everybody. Yeah, it just happens. It just happens.
So this wouldn't be this wouldn't be a triple play show without asking at least one weird question to you guys. So my question to you guys: a fork, a knife, or a spoon? You can only pick one to use the rest of your life. Which one do you choose and why? So we'll start with John on the end.
It's easy. It's a fork because it does more than anything else, and I could use it for like scratching and hair combing. Like, you got to remember, I got the real like old school Travolta pro going on, like that kind of guinea wig going. So I'm thinking like pragmatic. You know what I mean? I want it even when it's dull and I can't use it for eating. I want to use it for other stuff.
Okay.
That's the first time.
Survivor, you know what I mean? I'm watching Survivor with my wife.
I think fork is.
I could use it to build huts.
Well, Dolly, I love that. I think fork is the right answer. Is that where you're going as well?
I'm gonna go spoon, only because my Russian heritage. We eat some soups and other things that you can actually use your spoon like a fork, so you can still cut things with it, and you can eat soup, but you can't eat soup or ice cream or other things with a fork.
You can eat chunky soup with a fork.
Find a way. I guarantee you, if you give me a container of ice cream and a fork, you're coming back to an empty container of ice cream.
But you could also slurp the soup, right? I mean, it's disgusting, but
you can. But
seriously,
you might be single. You might be single if you do that.
Yeah, right.
Maddie, what about you, man?
Well, let's be clear. There's no answer where knife is the correct one, so at least we went fork.
Hugh Jackson said knife. Hugh Jackson said knife.
Because he will stab
no
you
way.
and take
that was it.
No way.
That was it.
No.
He said you never know when
I have a weapon on me at all times.
He said you'll never know when you need to cut someone.
No.
Maddie, what about you? What do you think?
No, I think it's fork. I'm gonna politely disagree with Vlad on the spoon comment. As a person that cuts way too many meals for children, a spoon is a son of a bitch to work with from a food perspective. So
no, it's true.
So I think you have to go fork. As long as there was an option that was straw or no straw, because I am firmly David in the no straw camp. I do not use straws ever. I hate straws. I don't like them. But I was really worried if we go way back in the time machine that we were going to get back into our Glaber Torres argument with me, Brock, and Maddie, which got really heated a couple months ago. So for the record, Brock and I were right. No Glaber Torres ever. No, it's like no Julio Jones, no Glaber Torres ever. No Glaber Torres. So
That's dropping the mic. No Gleyber Torres ever.
Ever. No Gleyber Torres ever. No, none. So.
You guys are all awesome. We really appreciate you guys coming on with us tonight. It means a ton to us. So thank you guys again.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Yeah,
and David, congratulations on your nuptials.
Yeah, you guys are great. Anytime.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, that marriage will wipe that smile right off your face.
And you guys are welcome to come back on whenever.
I'll take John out right now.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.
We
would love.
You can have the fork. Take the fork. I don't want it.
You all
We
are
would
awesome.
love. I think that's his way of saying we would love to be back, and we hope to see you guys in Vegas in the spring.
Yeah, I have a way of not getting myself invited back to places, and I don't understand why.
I don't get it either.
I understand perfectly why, because people have eyes and ears, you know.
Oh man, y'all are awesome. Thanks again, and we'll definitely get you guys back on
Sorry-
soon.
Yeah,
for
you're
sure.
right. Take care.
Sorry for
See
being
you
late.
guys.
Sorry for being late, guys. We'll see you soon.
You're good, man. No worries, man.
No worries.
All right, this
Thanks,
next
everybody.
group coming in, it's a powerhouse. This
I'm
is
staying till you kick me out, right? Do I have to leave? You have to kick me out. I'm staying till you kick me out. F that. How do you like that? Put my feet up and shit. I ain't going nowhere. 100 episode, baby. I ain't going nowhere.
John. You know I ain't gonna kick you out.
I'll bust out the Fruity Pebbles with the waffles and some syrup, and I know how you roll, man. You think I got like this without eating some of that crap in Walmart? No. Oh, man.
We got Jeff
You're
Erickson.
my hero, man.
We got the Welsh. We got Frankie Stamps. Frank Stample in the house. How's it going, gentlemen?
All right.
I'm entertained, man. I'm just gonna
Man,
kick
Jeff,
back and just
before I
watch
go-
the John
before I go
show.
all kidding aside, Jeff, you are such a goat, man. So many of us in the industry really look up to you. For all the people that we rag on when they're not looking, you are not one of them. We really love you.
You're very
So,
kind. Thank you.
I don't have to Frank you, man. And well, oh man, I don't want to leave. All right, you guys are awesome. I'll be good. I'll eat up all the airtime. I'll eat up all the. I have to go.
Just eat it with a
love you,
fork.
Fork is the answer. This is you guys all do so much, and you guys are all together too because you guys all do multiple sports, like hardcore. Frank, I know you just really started. You're doing the football DFS stuff now. I know you were doing football stuff last year, and you're hardcore into baseball. Well, so we kind of have like model like how you and Scott Bogman have it with doing the 3 sports, and Jeff, obviously you like being like the one kind of originating everything. You guys are all, I think, some powerhouses in the industry, and we all look up to all the stuff that you guys do. So we appreciate you guys joining us.
I feel like we should all just be like, yeah, hey, that was really good. Like that energy was so into. We should all just bring it down like a lot and just be like, yeah, David, you guys, thanks so much for having us on. It's really good, really good.
Yeah, I turned this on like 10 minutes ago to see who was on before us, and when I saw John, I was just like, "Oh God, I haven't even drank my Red Bull yet for the night, so I got to record the baseball podcast."
You don't need it.
And it's just like, how do I follow John? Right? Like I'm not even caffeinated yet, so
no.
I don't think that guy ever sleeps.
No, he does not.
It's wild.
Oh
yeah.
Well,
Thanks for having us on, guys. This is killer stuff.
No, of course.
Congrats on
You
your
guys,
100th.
thank you.
Thank you.
You guys were all big parts in that. You were I didn't believe when you guys accepted when I reached out to all you guys to come on, and it just shows how great this community is. That we were pretty much like a nobody podcast, and people of your standards coming on here. So it means a lot to us that not just you came on then, but you're coming on now. So appreciate you guys. And I was talking with the other guys before. We talked about the grind of the season, and I don't want to necessarily just stay on that one subject. So I do want to ask you guys, since you guys specialize in multiple sports, how much harder is the grind for baseball when all these other sports start coming into the picture and you have to kind of divert your attention to other stuff? So Frank, I'll start with you. How do you structure your time so you can do both?
Yeah, it's incredibly difficult. And to be perfectly honest, this is the most that I've covered baseball as an analyst, a host, since I've started doing this, like this far into the season, because normally wherever I've been before, it's okay, once we get to July, all right, we're going to start to transition into football. Yeah, I still watch baseball here and there, but not covering it night in and night out. So it is definitely tough. What I've been doing recently is I'll kind of use like one day for one sport and then the next day for the next sport and like try and catch up on what happened on baseball like the day before. So I'm trying to budget my time equally now, but basically it's been Monday football, Tuesday I'm trying to catch up on baseball from the past couple days, Wednesday football, and just kind of going back and forth. But I think it's a great question and it's a very busy time of year. Dude, I just had a fantasy basketball dynasty rookie draft too. Like there's so much going on. Like basketball's coming too. Like it's insane. There's so
I was
much.
gonna ask, what would you do if you're like juggling multiple things? Here's basketball.
Oh yeah. Raz Slam starts Monday. You know, make sure you sign up if you aren't already. But if you need another 9th place team, I'm that guy.
Yeah. So well, same for you, man. Like obviously doing basketball as well with football and baseball. How do you find the time for all of them?
Well, I mean, mine's even a little bit like I do prospects, and it gets harder every single year. Like, there's no doubt about it. If you are in for the grind, and you guys are probably feeling the same thing as you're reaching 100, it will only get more difficult, especially if you're passionate. Now, there's definitely an element of it. Like all of us probably feel it. You know, I mean, Frank, you come from, you know, like back in like Sports Grid, they have that very much like that Sirius XM mentality where it's like, all right, July, it's football, and you move on, and that's hard to get out of. But you also have this thing that happens when you do so much where you're like, should I be specialized? Like, should I just focus on one thing? Like, and you try to tell yourself that. I tell myself that all the time. I'm like, maybe I should just do prospects. And then I'm like, but that football game is pretty exciting, and I like that, and I'm gonna go back. And then you just can't do it. So what you do is you just never stop, and you keep adding, and there'll be a time where you find the adjustments. But that's what the grind is about. That's what the passion's about. And you know, if you are doing more and more, and you're building every single year, you're doing it right, because that means people are supporting you. You can justify it. And then you're not one of, 90% of podcasts that do it for 6 months because they see someone else do it and they're like, I could do that. And then they give up. That's everybody here is grinding hard. Frank's been doing it forever. Jeff, I mean, GOAT, that type of stuff. So it just gets more difficult. And then we turn into John, and then we're just like, whoa, let's go. And then that's the only way we can justify where we're at. It's like, let's this. Like, that's how we have to do it.
I think we need to clip that. We need to make that a thing.
Actually, I feel kind of good now that I did that. Like everybody, Frank, now you do it. Do your John.
What's going on? It's him. I gotta take off the hat, like rub my hair a little bit.
Let's go, Jeff. Do your John. You got a background.
I'm gonna comb my hair with my 4 hairs left with the fork. I'm just gonna go crazy.
Doesn't everybody feel better? I feel better. David, now you. Doc, cheesecake, go. Everybody, same time. Everybody, John.
Oh my God.
We all feel better. It's great. See?
Oh man.
The grind is easy.
Sundays are nasty, man. I mean, we can't wait to see our football teams play. I mean, it's just the NFL demands our attention. Yet we have Fab on Sunday night, and you can't not grind Fab. I mean, especially if you have any decent teams left, you owe it to your league to kind of finish it out, finish strong, and all that. It's really hard. Plus, you guys are too good. The whole community, the level has been raised. There's so many good podcasts, so many good shows out there. I got to work hard to keep up, man. I don't want to be this guy that's just, he's just their legacy guy. You have to work hard, and it's fine. I don't mind that. It's working hard is better than having a real job, which we all, are all lucky enough to do this to a certain extent. I mean, that's the best part about this, but yeah, it's really challenging. Going from, Sunday night podcast with Jenstad to Monday morning football podcast with Liz, it's just, that's not much time for sleep. Plus I got a dog now too, and he's demanding all sorts of attention, but that's okay.
Let me ask you guys a question. Since you guys specialize in multiple sports, does your impact of your fantasy or the team you root for in real life carry over? So like if you're Welsh, I see you're a 49ers fan, like if they lost the game, you're like, man, I don't want to talk about baseball. I'm too hung up on the 49ers. Or is it like an easy transition to be like, okay, well, I can just talk about something else now?
No. I mean, if anyone's ever listened to me ever in any of my intensity, nothing is easy ever with anything. No, it's hard. It's hard for me. Lots of Niner years. I mean, the Diamondbacks are the worst team in baseball, and that is my team, and I love them, and I can't watch it. I absolutely cannot watch it. It's tough when the Niners are bad. It's tough when anything. It's tough to talk about baseball when in fantasy baseball when you suck. It's all of it is difficult. There are much more well-rounded people than me, like Jeff is probably like much more balanced and can like manage that stuff. I cannot. So everything is difficult for me, for sure.
The Reds are putting that to the test right now. You lose a series to the Pirates, you lose 7 series in a row, and you're a purported contender. Yeah, that's good times. Yeah. My Bengals haven't won a playoff game since the 90s. Pacers have never won anything. Yeah, I've had some pretty bad teams.
That documentary, the Pistons Pacers documentary that came out, must have been
Really
hard
good.
to watch.
I haven't yet. I can't bring myself to watch it. I
It's
will
good.
at some point.
It's really good. Well, this wouldn't be a triple play show without one asking one weird question. So I'll go around and ask you guys. You got to put these in order for me, okay? Pancakes, waffles, and French toast. And I'll start with Frank.
Oh man, I know that this is like a throwback thing that they used to debate on CBS all the time. For me, I don't know. Is this controversial? I'm gonna take French toast, man. If you get
Easy.
good French toast, like good French toast beats
Mm-hmm.
any other good griddle, in my opinion. And you get some powdered sugar on top of there. You get the syrup, obviously, and then I'm gonna go with waffles, and it's gonna be pancakes last for me.
That's
like
the order. That's the
I'm
order.
big on syrup, right?
Easy.
So you put too much syrup on pancakes, they become kind of nasty. You know, like they become soggy and all this stuff. But I don't know. I feel like great French toast is like really, really great.
Wells is just giving this puzzle look like he's completely
mean,
going to disagree. Where are you going with it?
It's pancakes easy. That's why. Like waffles are great. Waffles are great, but if you do the waffle wrong, it's the worst thing that you've ever had. It's crunchy. It hurts your mouth. No, French toast is okay, but it's super interesting to hear you guys say that because I know like the sweetness of pancakes can get you. Every time I ever have French toast, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like half of this and I've got diabetes. Like it's too much. But the pancakes are versatile. If you want to have diabetes, you could put like whipped cream and you can do that. You can do fruits. You can have different types of pancakes. They're universal. If you have children, you lay down those three and tell me which one the child is going to go for and not scream about. They're not going to go for the waffle. I mean, unless you indoctrinate them, they're going to go for the pancakes. Pancakes are universal for parents. They're just universal food. They're easy. You can stack multiple. This is wild that you guys all think that they're at the bottom. This is crazy land.
All right, well, Jeff's the tiebreaker.
Wow, strong. I'm right. I'm on Team Frank here, though. Unfortunately, Chris.
Yes.
You know, I think a good pancake
Crazy
is a
land.
bit. You know, it has to be done right. And, you know, then I think maybe you can make a difference. But pancakes are a distant third here. It's French toast, waffles, and pancakes for me. My kids are teenagers, so, you know, that does, you know, maybe it's a different world for you guys. You're young folks. You have young kids. You know, I'm an old man. My kids drive, you know, so, you know, I don't know. They go to brunch and they have French toast.
I don't have any kids, so I don't have to worry about what the kids like. I just get what I like, and it's French toast.
Wait,
I think French toast hits different. I don't know. I think it's its own tier for me personally.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, the fork is the only one that works for all of those for your other questions.
Yes,
100% agree. We're all on Team Frank.
I'm glad we're.
I don't know. I was kind of with Vlad, man. I mean, my in-laws are Polish, so we eat a lot of soup too. And I like cereal quite a bit, so I don't know, man. I think I got to go with spoon.
Frank stepping into his best Adam Azer impression to have the takes.
Let me blow you away. So if you want your cereal, you can put the milk in, have it soften the cereal. I don't like the milk, so the fork drains the milk, and you can still eat the cereal.
He does eat cereal with a fork sometimes.
Nonsense.
I don't even eat
That is
cereal.
nonsense.
What are you talking about?
It's the best. I get the softened cereal. I don't want the milk, but it drains the milk.
It's a serial killer trade, pun intended.
Yeah, congratulations on 100. That's it. We're done.
Wait, Frank. Can I just say thank you so much for the little bit that you guys did about Ty Buttrey, because when I found out about that, I maybe watch it once a week. It was amazing.
Dude, shout out to you guys. I saw that you had Ty Buttrey on the podcast.
Yeah.
Played that for him, so we appreciate you guys giving us a little bit more exposure there. But man, I mean, Scott with the Michael Caine thing and Ty Buttrey, I mean, it's one of the best. He's amazing. I mean, you know, in honor of this, I'm going to try and get Scott to do a Michael Caine impression on tonight's podcast. I'm going to text him right
Do
now.
it. Oh my
Please.
God. It's been long.
Please.
I was trying to get Chris. I almost got Chris on. He said this is like the one night he couldn't have done. I was like, if we had both of you, I was like, maybe we could have.
Chris who? Chris Towers?
Yeah.
What is he doing right now?
Hey, probably taking care of the cats.
Yeah, probably.
He said he had a football article or something he had to write today.
Oh, come on, Chris. Come on, Chris.
Oh man, well, you guys are awesome. Really appreciate your time so much, and we respect all three of you guys. And yeah, thanks again for joining us.
We aspire to be you one day.
Well, I mean, go higher. Try higher. So.
Yeah, I mean, you might go for Jeff, but I mean, well,
yeah,
come on.
We're not the role models for you.
No. We're not your role models, guys. But keep it up. Keep rocking and keep doing the thing.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. All right, next group coming in here. We've got a Roto fanatic. They're fanatics. They're Roto fanatics. We've got Christopher Deary. Yo, Yancey's early. I'm kicking Yance out. He's early. We've got
Yancey.
Michael. We got Michael Govier.
Yancey. Where's Yancey?
You know what? I'm gonna have Yancey just carry over. Yancey deserves.
I love you. Hey, Yancey. I love you.
Yes. Was not
Govier,
expecting to be on already. Okay.
Govier, the most entertaining guy in the industry.
Well, John L. Whoa!
All right, you're the most creative then.
We got a bunch of energy here. We got Dave
Thank you.
Funnel here too. It's gonna be Roto Fanatic, and then Yancey's like everywhere. So Yancey's an honorary.
Love you,
Roto.
Yancey. Bye. See you. Go away now.
Hey, Yancey, I haven't looked at my phone. Are you proud of me?
I'm super proud of you. I've been watching the whole time.
I know you have.
Oh man, well, we got a
8-box going.
This is a good crew. We got Michael Richards.
Octobox. I'm Scott Hansen. What a. The original Red Zone is Andrew Siciliano, by the way. All right, so it bothers me. I just want to get that on record.
I watched that Sunday with Andrew Siciliano. It was awful. He just kept making sexual puns.
Oh, well, I first had the Sunday ticket in 2004. It was a long time ago. When the Red Zone channel went live in 2009, he was the original with those ears, and I don't remember the sexual puns.
You know, Mike Hansen is a Detroiter.
No shit. Oh,
he went to the same high school as my brothers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I will. I love talking about Scott Hansen because he just brightens my day. You guys all brighten my day too, so I want to talk about you guys. And it's you guys are all been very. I think we've had. I know Richards and Dave Funnel, you guys just came on the first time, but it felt like we had you on 20 times because you guys are awesome. Right in. Yancey's been on like 3 or 4 times, I think, or something, or 2 or 3. I'm losing track now. And Darian Govia, you guys got a dream team over at the Palazzo Pod, and you guys just got the Palazzo guy himself on the show, which is pretty cool.
That happened. Yeah, it was the first interview I've ever done. I did it with Mark Holton, the man himself from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. That was cool. That was really cool.
Is there any way can you top that? Because I feel like once you get the guy that's your logo on the show, it's hard to do anything better than that at that point.
We're gonna dig up Leslie Nielsen.
Yes.
We'll just have his skeleton next to us.
I wasn't aware of these plans, but Deary leads the way, and I just do what I'm told, and that's fine. That's fine with me.
So you guys are all, well, Yancey excluded, but you guys are all part of Roto Fanatic. You guys are all crushing, doing stuff over there. You guys got the variety show that's now out there. Tell me, let's just go around the horn here, Deary. Well, Deary, you know what? You're honorary Roto Fanatic because you're on a Roto Fanatic podcast network there. So
I'm godfathered in.
Yeah.
So why don't we'll start with Deary and Govia. You guys tell us about the Palazzo Pod, how you're finishing out the season, how everything's been going with all that stuff. Govia, you're diving into football now, and then I want to hear from Funnel and Richards as well.
Yeah, we got a couple weeks left here in the season. I'm sure we'll do an end of the season show. And, on our last episode, we talked about how we're not stopping. We'll take a couple weeks off and then we'll dig into the off season. I know Mike's going to be busy with football, but it doesn't end for the Palazzo Pod. We are excited for the off season. I'm sure we will have you guys on as well, but we're thinking baseball 24/7, 365.
If I don't get stricken with diabetes from pancakes, French toast, and all that other bullshit you guys are talking about. By the way, is it the Welsh? Diabetes, very serious issue, so you should not disrespect diabetes. Although diabetes does serve a purpose. It reminds us that we cannot just gorge ourselves endlessly on trash. There's got to be a line. There's got to be a line somewhere. Also, what up? Art, I love you, man. Me and Art have been texting all summer long. It's good to see you, my friend, in person. I want to shout out Art personally. No offense. I love you guys, obviously, the two, my Mendy guys. Doc and Mendy, you guys are the best. Gabe Reddy does. Yeah, I'm just glad to see him. But yeah, the Palazzo podcast will finish strong. We'll do some bullshit about, hey, I know you're on like the moon or something, so it's like a 15-second delay. But I'm excited about closing out the season strong. We're going to have Peter Pratt on for the Roto Brits here. We were trying to do it this week. Didn't quite work out. We'll do a big shutdown. But I'm definitely in football mode. I'm not going to lie. I completely agree with everything that Is the Welsh said. I love football in a way. I hated it for years, but I came back. And you can do it all if you want to. You just got to make the time. And that's why I like doing football too.
It's awesome. And Dave and Mike, you guys have been grinding really hard, done a ton of work over at Roto Fanatic. Enjoyed having you guys on. It was a few weeks ago now.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. And Roto Fanatic, we're just grinding. I'm going to be doing the infirmary report also for the rest of the year, and just on the variety show talking about injuries, just different injuries and time gone and injuries that scare me and all that kind of stuff. I've just been every weekend when I write, it's so depressing. It's like, okay, that guy's hurt. Oh, okay. Oh, he's out for. It's like one thing after another. But it's been a good year. So
that's the life of a 49ers fan, by the way.
There's many 49er references.
Yeah, you've had a tough life winning championships.
I'm a Cardinals fan myself.
Yeah,
so I've seen
not in my lifetime.
Don't even start that shit, man. We're in Detroit, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't even start that shit.
Yeah, you're right.
Sports
they have the
history.
2004 title, okay?
All right, I got to ask you guys because I want to make sure we get this question in here. Of course, got to throw in my weird question for you guys. So, the question for you is, would you rather eat brownies with the chance that there's rocks inside them or eat an entire jar of mayo? Let's start with Michael Richards on the end. Which one of you choosing?
Eat brownies with rocks or an entire jar of mayo?
There's a chance there's rocks. So I said there's a 50-50 chance there's rocks in these brownies, or you can eat an entire jar of mayo. Which one are you going for?
I'm going to go with the brownies.
Just taking, you're a risk taker. I like it. I
Yeah.
can tell.
Yeah.
Dave,
I already know what the entire jar of mayo is going to do.
Dave, what about you?
Yeah, I'll take those. I'll take the chance on the brownies. Those videos. What were those guys in football eating mayo last week? Was it last week? They were just eating mayo like crazy at like college game. It was making me sick just watching it. So
What was the reasoning behind it?
I have no idea. I just see random people eating mayo at a college game.
Oh, I thought it was like players doing it. I was like, does it give you like carbs?
There were some fans too. There were some fans just sitting there eating the. Give me the brownies. I'll take a chance.
Yancey, what about you, man?
By the way, I was content just sitting here quietly. I'm not trying to steal anybody's thunder, but I will take the mayo.
Damn it, Yancey! Damn it! It's my thunder.
Michael said, that's fair. Like Michael said, I actually like knowing what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting with the mayonnaise. I can't afford the dental work if I do actually mess up my stuff. So I'm eating the mayo. There's worse things.
All right, we got 3 mayo. Or we got two brownies, 1 mayo. Govia, where are you going?
Well, I'm going to join my pal Yancey here on the mayo train. You know, mayo is fantastic. I worked at a Burger King when I was 16 years old, and in the back, I was just dipping the chicken tenders in the mayo that I would put on people's sandwiches directly. I didn't even put like a side dish for myself, so I love mayo on chicken. It's really good. The chicken sandwich has mayo at Burger King, now available, but I also just love mayo on everything, you know, like Pulp Fiction, you know? They put mayo on. I see them do it, man. They drown them in that shit. I love mayonnaise.
I think you need to have like a mayonnaise sponsorship on your podcast.
There you go.
I would love it. Hellman's, hook me up. We're ready. Palazzo Podcast. Let's go.
2 L's, 2 Z's, right?
Yeah.
Bring 'em on
2 L's, 2 Z's.
We need the sound. We need the sound drop. Deary, what about you, the tiebreaker?
So I'm the tiebreaker here. Well, there's 2 ways to look at this. You could take the brownies, put them in your
Give me
mouth,
2.
squish them around, and look for those rocks. And I'm probably going to end up swallowing some rocks. I can't go with the opportunity where I could blow my teeth out. So I'm going to have to break the tie here and go with mayo and go with my guy Yance and my boy Mike Govier over here. Now, here's what I'm going to do with the mayo, though. I'm going to try to freeze it and turn it either into some type of ice cream or ice cubes. Maybe I can make a little cocktail out of some of my mayo ice cubes. Put that into a jar, maybe put some tequila or vodka in there. Sounds like a sweet drink. So It's going to be mayo all day.
I think we saved you for last.
Deary, I love you, but that's some serial killer shit, man.
For the record, I would do what he did with the brownie the first time. I would like let it dissolve in my mouth to figure out if there's rocks in them, and I'd be if there is, I'd obviously just be swallowing them whole.
Well, I was going to say, can't you just take small bites and nibble?
No one takes small bites of brownies.
I would find out in the first brownie if there's rocks. And obviously, I know what I'm getting myself into after if there is. Or I'm just celebrating eating a bunch of brownies while everyone's eating mayo.
Oh, man. Well, it's a good question because we were split down the panel there. Appreciate you guys hopping on because you guys are all
I made this for you, too.
What is that?
Oh, my God.
Beautiful.
Man,
That's beautiful.
Fantastic. Oh,
I
my
love
God.
that.
Dude, Michael Richards, you are the best, man.
Very classy, Michael.
Appreciate all of you guys. You guys have all been big special guests for us. And as we look to continue to do our next 100, hope we have you guys all at least twice. So don't be too busy where we can't get you on because we need all of you guys on our show.
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me on. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, and congrats, guys.
Thanks,
Doesn't mean
guys.
shit to me, but I wanted to be here still. So.
It's all about Mike.
Oh man, you all are the man.
Rock on, guys! I love you guys. Hey, I do triple play stuff for football. I love triple play. I love what you guys do. Yeah. Check out the Triple Play YouTube channel. Football all season long. I'll be yelling at people. They're still pissed about the Ramondre Stevenson video. Fuck them. Let's keep it going, though. Come on. Let's challenge each other. Push the limits.
Oh, I love it. That's almost at like 2,000 views. Govia just like set the world on fire with this first one. It's great. But we'll talk to you guys soon. We're going to get the next panel on here to close out the show. Appreciate you guys. Yancey sticking around.
Bye, Yancey. I love you. Bye.
Bye, guys. Congrats.
Thanks, guys. And we got.
Thank you.
This is the crew to close it out here. And of course we have Mr. Pitcher List himself, Nick Pollock. And
what
we
is
have Sammy. Oh, wait, no, I need Nick to say his line without interruption.
What is happening? I'm so happy you got rid of Govier, that foul-mouthed man. We needed to just rid this podcast of such travesty. Honestly.
That's right.
I love you, Govier. Good to see you.
Yeah, because that's hard for you. Or you had to edit all that stuff out. And then he's like, oh, no, but I don't want to edit. I'm leaving. So anyway, you guys all meant a ton to us as well. And I know Jens, we've had you on a couple times. Pollock, we had you on a couple times. Sam, we've only had the pleasure of having you on once, but once spoke for like 10 times because of how much we loved having you on.
I wasn't even there that episode.
I know, it made it even better.
So good.
Yancey wasn't there either, and he was supposed to be, remember? And I think that's what really made it magical. But Yancey, this is like, are you on 2 panels or what's going on?
Yeah.
I to be earliest to be on time, and they just like shoved me in with the last one. I feel really bad about it, but here we are.
I mean, he's talking about Govier's foul mouth, but I heard you drop an S-bomb.
Wow.
Roll back the tape.
I selectively did not hear that because Yancey would never. He would never with me watching.
Wait. We already know. I've showed up on streams naked before. I don't want to hear that shit.
Insert the Rachel.
Where are you?
Yeah,
now?
that was before OnlyFans changed their terms of service. I mean, that was.
Oh, they changed it back.
Oh, congrats, Jens.
Insert the Rachel McAdams.
There we go. I will say
Where are you?
I am in my dining room right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
no
used to
more
your garage. Yeah.
No more garage. Yep. So
Look
this
at
is
you,
really
fancy,
exciting for
fancy.
me. I will say this, guys. I actually spent last time I was supposed to come on the Triple Play podcast with Sammy. I felt really bad about it, and then we had to reschedule. I was having horrible internet problems. I'm still having horrible internet problems. It's just like this perpetual issue that just doesn't go away. As a confession, I definitely spent 3 hours today in a McDonald's parking lot making calls because I could not get Wi-Fi at the house. And also, like, I already used up all my data. So, like, I basically can't even, like, send text messages right now. So, like, your boy was literally at McDonald's, and I had to keep, like, parking and moving in different spots around it because, like, they have, like, a strict, like, 30-minute parking rule for people who do the same shit that I was doing today.
Oh
so,
my gosh. This
here.
This is embarrassing. I hate to see
You're making it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the internet is working, though.
Is this the reason behind the little ice cream cone, the soft serve in your name?
No.
I am soft.
With an ode to McDonald's?
Yep. I am soft serve. That's me. Also, I'm wearing the Pitcherless shirt. This isn't. It's actually.
No free advertising. No free advertising.
This is literally because this is like their oldest piece of merch, and I keep trying to get Nick to comp me one and just send me one for free, and it still hasn't happened yet.
This is amazing. So I mean, first of all, that's supposed to be blue, so you got some sort of color correction going on here, and I love it. I think we're gonna sell actually the vintage Yancey edition, where it's not blue, it's whatever grayscale that was, just for you,
I think
I
it
wear
needs
it
to
to
be.
sleep every night, Nick. So.
Of course.
If you put a piece of Yancey merch in the store, I think everybody in the baseball community has to go buy one.
It's just gonna be a soft serve ice cream. That's it.
Yeah.
You know the Fry gift where it says "Shut up and take my money."
Yeah,
that's
there
what
we
I would
go.
do with the Yancey shirt.
There we go.
All right, we'll talk. We'll talk, Yancey.
So Nick, I have to say, every time that you come on, I feel like I have to step up in some way or another. So we had like the graphics and the quality of the introductions last time you were on. This time
Those
I got
are amazing.
This time I got a whole new microphone because I heard you were coming on. So,
dude, you sound great. You sound way better than Doc. Let me tell you right now.
Not even close. That's the goal. This is I think this is the
Nick,
NV7.
I respect you too much to make a comeback. That's only for curling.
I mean, you gotta be intimidated, Doc. You hear that silky smooth voice of David?
I mean, it is pretty sexy.
Oh wow, this is the first I've ever heard my voice in that type of way. But
there you go.
I'm definitely the only person using just like my straight computer microphone, and
I don't even still sound better than Doc. No, I'm so sorry, Doc. Doc,
It's
don't
okay,
mean
Nick.
it. I promise.
It's okay, Nick. It's okay.
Oh man, well, so obviously there's no like game of the week or anything like that. I am gonna make sure next time you guys are on, I have all that fun stuff. But I do have a question for you guys, and so I have a normal question, and then I have like a weird question. This is the end of the panel here. So my normal question for you guys: if you have 25 items in the 20 items or less line, do you go in it?
No.
Let's start with Yancy.
I'm sorry. I have to cut
go ahead.
instant no. I just
no.
I can't do it.
Do you count your items?
If I have 10 items, I'm not going in there.
What?
Whoa!
Why not?
Whoa!
I don't
Why
need
not?
it. I don't know. There are people that need that rush and stuff. I feel very content. I'm like, hey, I get like a moment to like take a break from everything. I have 15 items. It'll be fine. You know?
Really?
What if it's like a 20-minute difference? Like you're at a Walmart and there's a 20-minute difference between.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure,
That's-
fine. But like I'm
okay.
not like, I'm not like, oh my god, I'm counting the items, gotta go through this. No, of course. 25. Come on. Look at these guys. It's Sammy and Yance. There's no way we're doing that.
Yeah, I mean, first off, we know Yance is a no because he used to work at Target. And so I'm sure you saw people going through the line and everyone talk shit about him.
Mad as
Like,
hell, yeah.
You don't want to be one of those.
Rules,
You can't be one of
rules.
those.
I always feel really bad when I am a culprit. I will admit. I keep it at 20. I'm like, if I get to 26, that's when I'm like, I feel bad. But 25, I'm like, it's.
David, do you count?
What do you think it is?
Count them?
It's not,
Do you count them?
speeding.
It's like a speed limit. Yeah.
It's like a 20-minute difference. It's a significant difference.
Hey, Carlos. Good to see you, man. You did great in your panel.
Yeah, I think that difference. I'm like, no one's ever questioned me. If I always count it as I'm pulling it out of the cart, and I'm like, I'm pushing it.
Well,
I'm pushing to the limit.
You know, Mendy, it's really, how people are talking about how if you put your cart back in the cart thing,
Yeah.
no one's watching. It's like a true test of character. I'm thinking we might be pushing the line here a little bit.
Is this a character question? Is
Nobody's
that
gonna count your items, but you know.
I will say this. When it comes to stuff like that, I'm not like a narc. I'm not gonna like telling people and stuff, but I always just try to like occupy as little space myself as I can. And so like I always think about like if everybody did that, it would just be anarchy. Everybody would just do whatever the hell they want to do all the time.
That's
and also, Cheesecake, let me just say real quick, it's great to see you back. I love that I'm on the stream with you. What is going on with your camera, man? It's like Blair Witch Project lost footage stuff. It's like constantly shaking. It's
I am sitting right next to my router because I'm getting such terrible internet. So I'm like moved right next to the router and sitting on the floor in my bedroom.
Man, we need to start a GoFundMe for like non-plebe internet for Yance and Cheesecake.
Yeah.
Can somebody drop a link?
I need a support group here.
This is a safe space, Art.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
Last one I want to ask you guys before we close the panel out here.
Wait, I have one more after, if you don't
No,
mind.
you could do yours. Just go ahead. You could do it.
All right. Best pitch overlay that's not Sandy Alcantara.
Damn it.
I knew that's where you were going to answer. This goes for everyone.
That's
as well,
better than I would ask. It's a good
because
question.
we all watch a lot of baseball. And Yancey, you can't say array.
why not?
You can't say Shane McClanahan.
Yeah.
That was literally my guess. That's actually pretty well.
I have a
So
recency bias take. It might not be the best one, but the ones that have been thrown out, Tanner Houck lately. That
slider.
That slider just like turns left and goes 90 degrees. I mean, that thing is just so insanely nasty. I watch those over and over.
Wasn't there somebody that put him and Chris Sale like parallel to each other in like a GIF? Did they look like exactly the same?
he's literally right-handed Chris Sale.
Yeah.
Like he's
It's
nasty. He's gonna figure it out, and then all of a sudden he's gonna be like a second or third rounder.
Is he going to be like
a ton of whiffs on a slider last time out? Finally, so it could just be next start.
Is he going to be like the baseball industry's darling going into the offseason this year?
No, that's Sugar Shane, baby. That's Shane McClanahan.
There's so many. There's so many. Josiah Gray's probably going to get forgotten unless he, but he should be too.
He sucks though.
There it is.
Yes, he's been rolling him out for 2 starts.
Last 3 have been terrible, but that's the
sensitive
thing.
subject here, guys. Like I haven't checked my lineup since like last week, just because like I can't stand to look at it. He just destroyed. God.
I mean, there are so many good overlays. I mean, my heart goes to like any even like Josiah Gray overlays would be amazing when he's not pitching in the last 3 weeks. Sorry, Yance, I guess. But I mean, there's a.
Where does Jose Barrios rank?
You can't. Luis Castillo to me. When you do that with his fastball and his changeup, it's really ridiculous how far that goes.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? It's been like such a tale of 2 seasons for him too. Like everybody, he was the talk of every single show for a month, and now like no one talks about him because he's doing what he's supposed to do for like the last 2/3. So it's
and then him and Yu Darvish switch spots.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're really nice. They just like shake hands and they tag out. It just helps all of us.
David, did you say yours and I totally just blanked?
Tanner Houck, but I'm just over here, Padres fan, tilting about this Yu Darvish talk. Like I just can't deal with this at all right now. It's so bad. I went to AT&T Park or Oracle Park the other night, and we got like really cool seats behind home. And DeSclafani pitched, and I didn't realize the movement that DeSclafani had. And when you have that angle, like you really get to see kind of the subtle movements and the way the pitches move in a way like it's even tough to sometimes on camera, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're hyping him up. You were right behind home plate, right? I think I saw that gif.
Yeah, and Jake Arrieta was
backdoor.
It was so nasty, and Jake Arrieta was pitching on the other side, and it's like Jake Arrieta's got an ERA of 7, and just watching him pitch is just like, dude, this is nasty. Like this is like awful major league stuff. And it's still dipping, diving, ducking, and dodging, and it's like, wow, these guys. It just kind of shows you how good these guys really are.
You're hyping up DeSclafani, but he had 4 strikeouts in 6.2 innings.
Well, the Padres. What can you do? Yeah, amazing.
Oh man, it's been crazy. The season went from being 60 games last year, 162. I feel like this fantasy season has grinded on. It almost just felt like longer than any season. But we're in the home stretch here. Are you guys looking forward to taking a break, or are you guys diving into a bunch of other stuff right away?
No break for me. I mean, Nick doesn't do football, even though he literally has a fantasy football site, which is like always hilarious to me. Like he actively like rails. Actively rails against fantasy football, but also has like QBList.com. Like, okay, it's like.
Hey, it's because they're great. They're amazing. Eric Smith does a fantastic job running that, and I actually participate in their league, and they win every year because they're amazing. See, it's such an easy sport, and I fail at it because they're so good.
Yeah. I will say this too, just to like piggyback what you were talking about in like the last couple of panels. This year, I definitely learned, especially like this is the first year like I really went hardcore on NFBC, and Sammy, I know you did too. By the way, guys, Sammy's won 2 FSWA awards. I just want to sneak that in here real quickly. I'd like to pimp that out whenever I can. It's true. Okay.
Thanks, bud.
It's always funny whenever I get like grouped with panels with like Nick, who has like the most like successful independent baseball podcast like out there, or the whole website. He has hundreds of people working for him. Sammy's won multiple awards, high stakes poker grinder, DFS grinder, and like Yancey's famous for like being friends with the people that do things.
It's a great niche you found yourself in. Like someday somebody's you got like the 2 dudes from Office Space are like, what is it you say you do here? And Yancey's just like, I'm a people person. I connect the people with the people.
Wait, which Game of Thrones character is Yancey?
Well, that's a good question.
That's not a question for me.
You don't know Game of Thrones. Hold on, let me think. Nick, do you have a good answer?
Is it Varys?
Lord Varys. It's Varys.
Right?
Yes. Okay, I can see it. Okay.
Yeah,
I've never seen
not conniving. He's not conniving enough to be Littlefinger,
right? Yeah.
But he's Varys.
I assume that is really offensive. And
everyone loves Varys.
And I'm going to be mad as hell.
No, the guy's
the best.
awesome. I mean, who cares that he had his testicles chopped off as a kid? No, it's not what we're saying.
Well, now you ruined it for me.
Well, it might be.
Sam Tarley? No.
I don't know. Yeah, he's not Littlefinger. No way. Oh God, that
truly incredible.
Well, Anthony, you got to watch it now, so you got to know if they're talking bad about you or not.
Yeah. I know, Sammy. Do you have a heart out, Sammy? I just assume this isn't like a save the best for last thing. This was a Yancey doesn't know how to like shut up. So like let's stick at the end. I do want to say very quickly though, like when you guys brought me on the first time, I was like, wow, you guys are like doing something different. This is really interesting. Like I was actually really entertained. I've been on a bunch of podcasts and like I like enjoyed being on the podcast. Like it was fun as hell. And to see you guys now, like you're like interviewing like Hall of Famers and shit, like out of nowhere, like it's just crazy how like much you guys have grown and changed. And I don't know. You guys just keep it fresh, and I love seeing like how far you guys have come. It is like
Good
the coolest
season.
shit
Good
ever.
season for Triple Play. Good job, you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
that.
you guys. That means a lot from you guys.
Yeah,
It really
really.
does.
I remember that first podcast, and I mean that was great. Like the segments specifically is what I walked away with. There are so many podcasts that are just kind of a podcast for the sake of being a podcast, and they often say like a podcast isn't real until you have 10 episodes, and you guys have done 10 times that now. So you're 10 times real, is what I'm trying to say.
Wow.
And no, you guys.
I like
I
that.
mean, yeah, you guys are killing it. So it's no surprise. Honestly, I was shocked that it was only 100 for you. That's how much it feels like you guys are a part of this.
Appreciate that.
I mean, it's credit to all you guys because you guys have been welcoming and have helped spread us around, and I mean, this community is so great that like I can hit up Nick Pollock, Sammy Reed, Yancey. I can be like, hey, you guys free to come on the show, and you guys are like, yeah, like let's do
Yeah,
it.
my internet's not working, but I'm with you.
Nick Pollock, the Reddit god.
No,
like
no
like
one
it-
calls me that.
I told you what a friend said last time. He said, if you put anything Nick Pollock on Reddit, it's going to be like hogs attacking it.
Oh my god.
Thanks. Thanks. I'm gonna sleep well tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
That wasn't what I said.
The last thing I have to ask, but I know you guys. I very appreciate you guys' time. Nick, how do you think of the 20 million different tiers? Because I'm like, how the hell does he even think of? Like, it's like this is the plastic cup tier because they're not gonna shatter and they're gonna be stable and hold your ERA all season. Like, how do you think of that stuff?
Literally, I just search for nouns, and then I find I feel like I can BS my way through it from there. So you just gotta find a good noun, Just case cake. That one will always be dear to my heart.
Oh man, you guys are all
Write that down.
fantastic. Yeah, you guys are all one of a kind. Really appreciate you guys all hopping on tonight. You guys have been a big part of what we've been trying to do here, and appreciated you guys joining the show and the feedback you guys have given us. And Yancey, I appreciate you. You told me, you said you'll always be honest with you, and so I know that if there's something I'm not doing or something I should be doing, that you will tell me. And Nick, you've given us the advice with the sound quality. You helped Art learn how to edit the best way possible. Sammy, I just felt smarter after I talked to you. So
we got you one Corey Kluber no hitter.
Yeah. After that no hitter, I was like, I think I wrote to you. I was like, dude, you're the smartest dude in the world.
To Sammy's credit, he also pimped the hell out of Vlad Jr. So
And also Adalberto Mondesi Jr. So you win some, you lose some. But
damn it, Sammy, I'm hyping you up, and you're just tearing yourself down. Jesus Christ.
Okay, you guys are the best. Thank you so much again for joining us.
Hey,
congratulations, guys.
Congrats on getting married, Mindy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
dude.
you.
Yeah.
I'm trapped now. I'm trapped. So
boom.
He signed a long-term deal like Fernando Tatis.
Good thing she doesn't listen to this. Oh man. Okay, thank you guys so much, and hopefully we can get you guys on in the off season. Love to have you all back on again for sure.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap up the show, and these three were the best way to end it. Not that everybody else is awesome too, but
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. Do I remove you guys or do you? I never.
No, I mean, this is the most amount of time I spent with Yancey in a long time, and I'm just treasuring it immensely.
I told you, dude. It's been
I
crazy
know.
at
It's
home.
a very good reason, and I'm actually I'm super happy for him.
Yeah.
If he were listening right now, I would just want him to know that I care deeply, and I feel very lucky to know him personally, and I'm just I like being the guy in his corner all the time. So if only he were listening, though, which he never will. Definitely not. Why would he do that? I don't know. But yeah, you guys. I mean, I'm absurdly impressed that it's triple play. Like, you guys have to do basketball too right now and football at the same time.
It's a lot.
Like, what? No, don't. How do you do that?
Well,
a lot of coffee.
We had the panel with Frank Stanfield, the Welsh, and Jeff Erickson. and they it pretty much kind of like said how we're feeling because they've been doing it a lot longer. And you're like, every year, because this is like our second year now doing it. It's like it feels even harder because you want to give more analysis. You want to be better than you were the first year.
Right.
And like I find myself like at work, I'm like Googling things, looking stuff up, like every single chance I get, or whatever the case. It's a lot, but it's so fun, and the people you get to meet from all of this, from the 3 sports, is so fun too. Like we would never have got to meet you guys if we had just stuck with football. So that's why I'm so grateful.
Yeah,
because baseball is the best one, though. That's the only reason why. You should have said football and basketball was the side hustle. You know this.
I will say this of
No,
everybody that does content for multiple sports or even plays multiple sports like semi seriously. Everybody says that baseball is like the king, right? It's the most difficult. It's the most rewarding. It's
best
all
community.
that stuff.
Best community by far.
Yeah. I mean, like ask like Vlad. You just had Vlad on whatever, and like he crushes it in everything, right? Season long baseball, football, DFS, everything. He just crushes. And like even he says like, yes, season long fantasy baseball is like the shit. It is the absolute. You're the best player. Nobody lucks into it like they do in football. Your mom can't draft like her favorite mascots and then win the league in baseball. That shit does not happen.
I don't know what
only
he just
in
said.
football that happens.
He's saying like that stuff doesn't happen and it's the best. I'm pretty sure that's what Yancey just said. He didn't say any bad words.
No. Nick, I've heard you say some nasty shit, dude. I don't.
Oh my God, there's no way.
All right, well, this has been wonderful. Good to see you guys. I'm gonna go now.
I like your haircut too, by the way, Nick. You look cute.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Nick, you should go on reality TV.
Oh no, we're not gonna. Okay, you really want me to go? Okay.
We had this discussion.
I know.
But no,
that's
really,
not
seriously,
enough.
guys, congratulations. I mean,
Thank
we all
you.
know the next 100 is just going to be incredible. What you're going to do for that, we're all very excited for the ascension. And yeah, keep at it, man. I mean, you guys have, the hardest part is over for you. You have the drive, you have the focus and everything. That's really the hardest part. And you guys,
so many people get burned out and quit.
Unbelievable, unreal. Yeah. You got this.
Thank you, guys.
Easy.
Hearing stuff like that gives us more motivation to keep going, and seeing again like everybody that agreed to come on tonight, that is like the fuel that we need to be like, hey, if they're coming on because they enjoyed and they had a good time, like we can keep doing this. So
definitely. Well, Hank, thanks for having me. Congratulations to 100.
Nick's got a Tinder date or something. You hear this?
Okay.
Look at him try to get off here.
Okay. All right.
Nick's trying to get in them guts. Look.
What a way to close it. You guys are awesome.
Goodbye.
We're not still live, are we?
We are. Oh, yes, you're the man. You're the man. Oh, all right. I am going to sign us off here because I'll make it before we get to the 2-hour mark. Everybody, really appreciate everybody that tuned in for 25 of the many close friends that we've made in this community. I know I speak for Doc, for Cheesecake, especially Cheesecake. Still nice to see you. That we really appreciate everybody that's listened to Triple Play Fantasy. Watch the YouTube channel, however you've been doing it. And we look forward to, we're not stopping. We will make sure we've been doing one episode every week. We have not missed a week since we started. And that will be the way it's going to continue. Even if it's an interview that we have stashed, there will be something in your feed every Saturday. And that is how it's going to stay. And we're looking forward to the next 100. So Doc, for Cheesecake, even Yancey, who's still here, which is cool. D. Mendy here.
Man.
We'll see you guys. Well, no. We'll see you guys for the next 100. But for now, we're going to make like a bread truck and haul these buns.